I like to see everybody's mascara face. Mine's... What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me here in another episode of Vlogmas. So today we are going to do makeup for people that don't know how the fuck to do makeup, aka me. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, Breanna, you know that I've been trying to up my beauty game lately. So I've been posting some skincare stuff, and I'm about to get my eyebrows microbladed. I got my lips done. Like, I'm about to look like a real girl. But I still don't know how to do makeup. I've like learned a little bit over the years, but I just feel like these beauty people post these videos and I'm like, how are you doing that? I'm doing the same thing you're doing and mine isn't looking like yours. Granted, I am a little bit on the cheap side and I never buy like all the things and I try to improvise. Maybe that has something to do with it. But anyway, yeah, so I actually don't have that much cool fancy stuff. So if you don't have that much cool fancy stuff and you don't know what the fuck you're doing and you keep trying to follow the other beauty videos and it's not working for you either, then this video is probably for you. Okay, so let's get started. I don't even know why I bothered with it down. I probably should have just started with it up on my armpit. Okay, so DC's my skin. I was like picking at it, so it's a little bit, you know, okay, a little red. Alright, so first, before I do my makeup, I always start with these two serums. So the first one is called Hydrate. I get these both at TJ Maxx. I ran out, or I'm about to run out of them, and I bought new stuff as soon as I saw them because, you know, like at TJ you can't always find everything. So just put this shit on a dropper. I have super dry skin, so gotta lube up first. The next one, Glow. This way we got a skin plumping. Whenever I first started, I used to try to just like put makeup on without anything. It makes a big difference. Okay, so next I'm gonna do a moisturizer. Always wear something with an SPF in it, always, to protect your skin. I just purchased this one and it's actually a tinted moisturizer, which is kind of cool. Being tan is cool, but also not having wrinkles is cool. So, and skin cancer. But everybody thinks they're invincible, so nobody's worried about skin cancer, but what about the wrinkles, bitch? You know you're about to get them. I'm just like so used to swearing all the time that it like doesn't faze me putting my phone on silent. But sometimes whenever I'm filming these, I'm like, my mom might watch this. My mom knows I swear. It's more like my boyfriend's aunt or my teachers from high school. I don't know, sometimes I feel bad, but I just swear, and they're just words, so whatever. Okay, so now that our face is prepped and ready to go, I do foundation. So I literally just started wearing foundation like a year ago. I started with, I actually still have it. I started with NYX because it's like a very affordable brand, like super cheap, but it's also like kind of nicer than just like typical drugstore stuff, if you ask me. So that was what I started with. I just started wearing that like literally last year. And then I was like, all right, I think I'm ready to be a little more adult and spend some money because that's like $11 or $12 a bottle. So I messaged one of my girlfriend who has a beauty Instagram. It is My Beauty Breakdown. Follow her. And I was like, I have dry skin. I want a really good moisture foundation, like what do you suggest? And she said that this is like a really good one for like, especially like people like me that don't know what they're doing. So it is Smashbox Studio Skin. So all I do is I just pump a little bit here on my hand. This is actually more than I've been using lately. And then I have my knockoff beauty blender that I got in a 2-pack for $1.50 from Primark. So if you live near Primark. So I always start with under my eyes because I always look like I'm dead. So I start there, and then I try to cover up the wrinkles, any blemishes I may have. I just kind of like pull a little bit everywhere. There's really no rhyme or reason other than the bags and the blemishes. And I don't know if I'm using this right, but this is what I do. I'm not looking in a mirror, I'm looking in my camera, so, in the camera screen, so sorry that I'm looking up. I literally just push down. Well, in this case, push up. But like, am I supposed to be going like this? I don't know. No one knows. I mean, people know. If there's like beauty people watching this, they're gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm gonna be like, I don't fucking know. It's also hard to tell in the camera screen if I'm actually blending it. Because right now, I feel like it just looks like some white stuff. I'm gonna look in my mirror real quick. Hold on. Okay, so, I feel like in this lighting, it looks weird and not blended. But in normal lighting, it looks pretty good. I look pretty fresh. Fresh, if you ask me. So next, I discovered this in high school because my aunt got me Bare Minerals stuff for Christmas one year when I was like really young, but like I didn't know what I was doing. So the only thing, she got me this really nice like one eye kit and then one like face kit. No idea what I was doing. So the only thing I ever used was this thing called Warmth. And I've been buying it ever since. So I don't put like a powder foundation or anything on top. All I do is, because I'm like obsessed with looking tan, so I screwed the lid off. I don't know if these brushes have names. I got these from Walmart. They're Eco Tools, but this is just like your average looking brush. I just swirl it around in this guy, assuming your lid has some stuff on it. But yeah, tap off the excess. See? Professional. And then I start here because that's where like I would contour anyway. Sometimes I forget to do that and I'll like put it like in the middle of my forehead and then I'll have a hard time blending it and I'm like, well, no, I look like an idiot. So I started like trying to start with like the large amounts that are on the edges of your brush, like right where you're gonna contour anyway. And then from there, I just go in like circular motions. And I just cake this baby on all over. I usually won't take this long, but I feel like there's a lot of pressure because this light's so bright and you guys can like see everything I'm doing. Damn, my eyes are blue today. Alright, so now I look a little tanner than I did a few minutes ago. I can't tell if like I'm just blinded by the light or if there's really stuff that needs blended. Help. You know how like you always do something right and then when somebody's watching like you're not doing it right anymore? You can't? Like that's what's happening. Like now I can't blend this. But you guys get the picture, right? Next we're gonna get real fucking fancy and we're gonna contour because you know I learned how to do that a little bit. I'm not saying I'm good at it, but a little bit. So I'm just gonna do, I guess I didn't see this, like an everyday look. Sometimes if I'm like going out and I'm really trying to plump it up, I'll use like a dark stick and I'll like make my nose look tinier. But I also really don't care if my nose looks tinier because it's just pretty big and bally at the end and I think just whatever. So, this is the first contour kit I ever got because, I don't know, I literally just went to Ulta and I said, I want to learn how to contour, but I need it in a kit because I don't know what I'm doing. And this is what they brought me. So, 2 brushes. These are like the really cheap, that e.l.f. brand. Okay, so we're going to start with the dark. So I use the light. Start with the lightest one in the middle. Because you can always add, but you can't take away. So we're using this little angle brush. You start at the top and you push it down. You gotta get this. 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 I really can't see if I'm doing this right because this light is so blinding. I wish you guys could tell me how I looked. Okay, so when I'm tanner, I usually will have to add one of the 2 darker colors. But I'm pretty pale right now. So, sticking with the center color, I'm just going to take some and put it right along my hairline so my forehead doesn't appear gigantic. And then a little down here. Next we're going to take this little, I don't know, rabbit's tail looking brush. Going to take this pink one. And I'm going to go along my nose, right in a line down my face, and then in like a fan V direction up top of my forehead. Then I take the little highlighter guy and I just do a little on my nose, and then I do a little C shape here, a little C shape here. Then I take this middle one, it like looks yellowish, and that goes to try and help you with these horrendous bags that will never go away because you never sleep. That's a wrap. Next, we're gonna do brows, and in a week, I'm not gonna have to do this anymore because I'm getting mine microbladed because, like I said, I suck at makeup and I'm really excited and my girl Brooke is hooking me up, okay? So stay tuned to hear more about that. So whenever I not first started, but when I first started getting better at doing my eyebrows, I was using the Anastasia pencil, but it's $22 a pencil and your girl's balling on a budget. So I started using the NYX one, and it is one product that I actually genuinely like think is great, and you don't like some things, like you try the expensive one and you try the cheap one and you like no, but this is just as good as the expensive one. So I always start with the brush and I just brush them in their natural direction. This part I'm gonna have to do in my mirror, so I'll come back, but you got one of these little twisty guys. You gotta make sure you get the right color though. And yeah, I'm really gonna have to do this in my mirror so I don't look clown. But you really just wanna go lightly, and you're like, we can make like fast little things, because if not you end up like drawing it on and you don't wanna like color it in, but it's just light and it's just like, and you wanna go like in the direction that your eyebrow hair is going. I don't know, maybe I can try it in here. See that? I can do some strokes so that you guys get the picture, but we're gonna, oh, my brows are so, they're growing so unevenly. Like, they don't even look like they're sisters. Like, people are like, they're sisters, not twins. Mine are like distant cousins twice removed. I have no idea what I'm doing. I feel like these aren't in my hands. I gotta use a mirror. BRB. Okay, so once they're all penciled on, don't judge me. I already said I'm not good at this, alright? So once they're all penciled on, you get the brush guy back and you just go through again because you don't want to look too dark. A few years ago, no one fucking told me my hair was bright as shit. First of all, it was an ugly hair color, but hair was so bright, and it was before I like knew what I was doing, so I couldn't help myself and I kept accidentally doing my eyebrows dark, and I knew they were dark, but I didn't know how to not make them dark, and I didn't want to stop doing them. So, moral of the story is use this brush afterwards and make sure that they're not too dark. Alright, next, you can't even see the label on this because it's pretty old. But it is NYX. It's just an eyeshadow primer, and I just put a little dabbity dab on there. It makes it so that and then I use my finger, eyeshadow blends easier, and then it also makes it last, like stay longer. But yeah, it's really helpful to make it blend. I have a few different palettes, but the one that I use the most for like a daytime look is the Naked 3. This was the first expensive eyeshadow I ever bought myself, and it was like a treat to myself for college graduation. I'm so happy that I did because now I use it all the time. So, I have a little brush like this, and I take the white here on the end, and I go up against my brow line to kind of like enhance the shape of those brows, really make them stand out, know what I mean? Then you just finish dusting it all over. Once again, not really knowing what you're doing. Then I get the one that came with the palette, and I take the light pink here and I just throw it on the lids. Just throw it in there. Okay, seems legit. Then I take this little dude. This is a Sephora brush that I got on clearance, and I didn't even know what it did, but I got it. Then I use Mugshot, this one, and I just try and get like a little tap. And then, so I have hooded eyes, I think. So like, I don't know what it means, but I don't know how to explain it. But my eyes are like different shaped. So I was reading that I'm supposed to like put on eyeshadow like with my eyes open. So I try and like with it open, get a little bit right there so that I know how high to go. Then I just aim to make like a little V. Darkest here, and then you push it out, and then you can like fill in slightly, but like the V is like the darkest part. Starting from the out, pushing in. Like I said, and then from there you can just work on blending it. If I was a makeup person and I was doing this, I'd be making the same hand shapes, but it would be turning out really good. That's when you know. You're like, I can't replicate this. But me, you're like, I can do that hand movement. And mine can look just as average as hers. Okay, so it looks a little weird, but then you take this, which is like fluffier. I got it from a different Naked palette. And then I just kind of use it to like get some of the excess off. And then sometimes if I mess up and it's like really too dark for like a daytime look, I will throw like a little bit of a lighter color over top. I think it's like too dark, right? You guys would tell me, wouldn't you? Thanks. Okay. If I'm feeling frisky, I take this Naked palette. What's it called? Smoky. Urban Decay. Alright. Take High. I like that. It's this last one here. And I take the brush that came with it. And just right from like the peak of your brow down, you just kind of use it to like highlight. Once again, no clue if that's a thing, but it is here. Next, mascara. So if I'm like going out, I'll throw on some eyeliner, and I use like this really tiny skinny, It's literally called Master Precise Skinny Maybelline pencil. But for a daytime look, I don't fucks with eyeliner anymore. I used to, but now mascara. So I've tried fancier ones and I don't like them. They don't really do anything for me. The only requirement I have for makeup or for mascara is I like the rubbery bristles. I accidentally bought one that's like not rubber. It's like actual bristles and I can't stand it. So I use it like a little bit just because I bought it and I don't want to waste it. You always have a mascara face. I like to see everybody's mascara face. Mine's, oh, you can see it my nose. And then I just do like the outer bottom part. Wow, we're like becoming really good friends, real up close and personal here now. Oh, pretty sure it's got on my face. I feel it. So whenever I do the first coat, I really try to get like to the base of what I'm doing. And then I always pick a different kind. That first one was just Maybelline Rocket Volume Express, and this is just some pink color girl thing with flowers on it. It's called Full Lash Bloom. And then with the second coat, that's when I try to get like the little ends. One final thing, and this look is completed. NYX, once again, called Bright Idea. This color is, what is the name of this? Chardonnay Shimmer. So I just use this right here from like the peak of your cheekbone up. Is it right? We don't know. But there we have it. Makeup for people that don't know what they're doing. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and as always, subscribe. Bye. Love you.